Hi, it's Dr. Gerard. I want to congratulate you on your first adjustment here in the office. I'm very excited about working with you, and I'd like to spend a few minutes talking about some things that can help you get well quicker and understand more about how your body works. So, you came into the office most likely with a symptom of complaint. So, let's talk about what that means. We have to deal with your nervous system. That's what chiropractic is good at. So, your nervous system, your master nervous system, is made up of your brain and your spinal cord. This is called the central nervous system. So your brain is constantly firing off impulses through your spinal cord, out through the nerves that exit in between every single vertebrae of your spine. And these nerve impulses travel at 270 miles per hour to every single cell in your body. So your nervous system runs your eyes, ears, nose, throat, immune system, digestion, reproduction, elimination. Everything's under this control. And we are constantly healing and repairing. We have cells that are killed off and we build new ones. And that's all great and everything's as it should be. But sometimes there's an interference to this process. And that something is often a subluxation or a misalignment. And that misalignment, that subluxation, can wreak havoc in your body. So it can cause not only pain, spasm, tingling, numbness, but it can also interfere with organs as well. And sometimes the subluxation is painless, and I'll talk about that more. It's a little bit like the cavity. You go to the dentist and you're told you have a cavity, but your teeth don't hurt. So you want to take care of that in the early stages before it becomes a big deal when it does hurt and causes more permanent damage. So a subluxation can be silent. So there's three major causes of subluxation. There's traumas, injuries, impacts. That's the first category. And in that category, the number one most common thing to cause the spine to subluxate is the birth process. And that birth process, even if it goes as we would like for it to, can cause subluxation. Over 80% of the time, babies are subluxated at birth. And that's why a spine on a baby should be checked and maintained as soon as possible after they're born. The second cause of subluxation is toxins from our world, from our food, water, air. Toxic overload causes the stress on the nervous system that can cause us to become subluxated. And then the third cause of subluxation is stress. It can be stress mental, emotional, it can be physical, a constant repetitive stress that we're involved in. That also overloads the nervous system and causes it to subluxate. So the spinal column is made up of 24 vertebrae, and they need to move properly. The main function of that spinal column is not only just to hold you upright and to allow you to move and to protect your spinal cord, but the main function of the spinal column is to energize and generate energy for your brain. So the joints within the spine are loaded with nerve receptors. And when you move properly, when your spinal column is in alignment and moving properly, those joints fire off to the brain and allow the brain to make the chemicals serotonin, dopamine, endorphins, oxytocin. They make you feel well and whole. When your spinal column isn't moving properly, you don't feel well and whole, and you may lack energy for these normal bodily functions. So the normal spine is free of subluxation, and the cause is trauma in most cases. And so when we look at the nervous system, we have to have everything functioning at its peak for us to be as healthy as we can. And I want to talk to you on the next video. I'll send you another short video about your part in the process of getting correction of the subluxations and making it a lasting correction. So I'm excited about working with you. I am here for you. I want you to keep me posted on the changes you start to notice as we begin your care, and I'll see you next time.